So you love using your DSLR but are still stuck in its auto mode. Well, in this video I'm going to share a few tips with you that can help you come out of the auto mode of your camera. So let's get started.
Please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell icon to get notified whenever I am on YouTube. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Sonika. In today's photography tutorial, I'm going to show you how I have kind of come out of the auto mode of my camera. The trick to stop using the auto mode is to stop using it. That's it, you just stop using it. But what we guys do is that from the auto mode, we directly jump to the manual mode of the camera. The manual mode can be a bit tough and time consuming to understand. So my suggestion is to first switch to the semi-automatic modes of your camera like the Aperture Priority or Shutter Priority modes. In Aperture Priority, you get to set your aperture and ISO, and the shutter speed is calculated automatically by the camera. I mostly use Aperture Priority for my photography, especially street photography, where the light constantly keeps changing. And if you miss a moment in street photography, you miss the shot. And if I'm in the manual mode and the light is constantly changing, so I'll have to play with my settings all the time, and in that process I may end up missing the shot. So Aperture Priority works for me for street photography. Manual mode works if you have a studio setup. I have plenty of lights and I have the studio for the whole day, so I can keep adjusting my settings, and also the light is fixed. I don't need to change my settings. I need to just set them once and I can use that throughout the day. And also if you are doing landscape photography, the hills are not going to go anywhere and the light is going to be somewhat similar throughout a few hours maybe. So you can try manual mode there, or else I try the Aperture Priority mode because I just need to click and move. I'm in a hurry, so Aperture Priority works there. In Aperture Priority, keep an eye on your shutter speed. It should not fall too much or else you'll get super shaky images. And if you get that, you need to raise your ISO accordingly. In Shutter Priority, you can set the shutter speed and ISO, and the aperture is calculated automatically by the camera. I mostly use Shutter Priority for recording videos because in videos I need to keep my shutter speed twice of my frame rate. Meaning, if my frame rate is 25 fps, my shutter speed will be 1 by 50. If it is 50 fps, my shutter speed will be 1 by 100, and so on. This is not compulsory. These are just some recommended settings for video. I mostly shoot in 25 fps at 1 by 50 second shutter speed, and I keep my ISO such that I get an aperture of f5. Now, the drawback of this can be that in harsh sunlight, even at the least ISO of 100, my aperture can become very small. So small that it may become f22, 25 or even 32. To correct that, you can use a variable ND filter. There's another mode in your camera which is called the program mode. In the program mode, I only set my ISO and the shutter speed and aperture are set automatically by the camera. Now, if you find it difficult to work in the Shutter Priority and Aperture Priority modes, then you can start with the program mode. Or also, if you're in a hurry, you just spot a moment and you want to take your camera out from your bag and just click it, so you can definitely use the program mode. You can try it out there. Few more tips to help you come out of the auto mode can be to keep an eye on the exposure compensation. Sometimes in Aperture Priority, if your highlights are a bit too bright and white, lower your exposure compensation to -0.7 or -1 if they are too bright. That's it guys, play with your exposure compensation and don't switch to the auto mode. Similarly, for black subjects, or if your shadows appear too dark, then you must increase your exposure compensation to +0.7 or +1 depending on the scene. And another tip can be to click in RAW most of the time. Another advantage of clicking in RAW is that you don't worry about the white balance. You can keep your white balance as auto and change it later in Photoshop. So guys, I hope you found these tips to be useful, and if you did, give me a huge thumbs up and leave a comment down below about which tutorials you wanna watch next on my channel. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also turn on the bell icon to be notified whenever I am on YouTube. Here is my previous photography tutorial. Please go check it out guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more such videos every Wednesday on my channel. Bye.